Learning English is very different. Every student experiences moments of stress. Sometimes grammar seems impossible. Sometimes understanding native speakers appears completely out of reach. Yet these moments are part of the learning process. Making mistakes is not evidence of failure. It is evidence of learning. Many students discover that progress depends not only on classroom instruction, but also on the effort they make outside the classroom. Listen to music, watching movies, reading books, practicing conversation, and using educational apps. Little by little, these daily habits becomes a powerful tools for improvement. Becomes less about perfection.
As the students continue to the second semester, the learning process becomes more demanding. They are expected to use more vocabulary, understand instruction more quickly, and participate with greater independence. Progress does not happen in the same ways for every student. Some improve through classroom participation, while others need more practice outside class.
Is what are the most frequent difficulties you observe in students during this semester while learning English?
Okay, so from my experience when working with the students, as I already talked to you, to your classmates, the main difficulties that I found while you were learning English are the use of the receptive and productive skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. When I asked your class produce to use the language like in real communications, they didn't have the fluency to communicate and interact with their classmates. Besides, I could notice that my students also presented some difficulties when trying to understand an input like video or an audio or a reading. Plus, another difficulty that I noticed was that the students were making mistakes in grammar. That is what I could observe while working with this group of students.
Can you share a memorable experience that motivated you to keep learning?
Of course, when I traveled to Colombia and successfully ordered food and had a conversation with a local was amazing because I keep to learning English was incredible and practice and speak with another person.
What achievement in your English learning makes you feel more proud?
I am proud because now I know more English words. For example, I can listen to my favorite song in English and understand the general idea. Sometimes I even understand some sentences without looking at the lyrics. It makes me feel happy and motivate me to keep learning English. Thank you.
Second question would be, what strategies do you recommend for students to improve their pronunciation, comprehension, and communication in English?
Okay, so from my experience, I think the most recommended activities for working with the students is trying to work with communicative activities because communicative activities belong to the communicative approach. And the main aim of this kind of activities is to develop communication and giving students the opportunity to use language as in real context. However, as I could have noticed with my students, not all the strategies are good for all kind of students. So we should decide which ones work best with depending on the group of students we're working with.
Thank you. And for our last question would be, what difference do you notice between a student who practices English outside of class and the one who only studies during class hour?
Okay, regarding the question that you have mentioned, I think the ability to use the language. The student who is exposed to the language outside of the classroom is going to have more develop the language skills, so they will be able to communicate more effectively in compared to the one who hasn't practiced outside of the classroom.
These experiences show that classroom instruction is essential, but regular contact with English outside class can also help students speak with greater confidence and continuity.